what is the issue with respect to diversity in tech? What's going on?
I think what you really have is right now you have a lot of tech companies that grew up in a world where everything was fast and everything was moved at scale. So it was just an environment where the goal was to break things and move quickly. I think you've heard. Well, what we're seeing now, and I think the tech company came to this realization in about 2014 when they listed their diversity reports, is if technology is supposed to build a better world, then why does that world not look like us? Because the purpose of technology is to help human beings reach their full potential. But the question is it helping all human beings? So, I mean, I hear a lot of talk, a lot of rhetoric now from tech companies about how diversity is important, and you see little donations here and there. But if you really look deep, the question you should ask these tech companies, and that's what I do, is number one, what is your commitment? And you see commitment from one of three ways: budget, how much are you spending to bring diversity into your company? Number two, resources. I mean, I see a lot of these tech companies and they've got about like three or four people for diversity inclusion. It's like that's not a team, right? That's like a small, like little band, right? And the third is accountability. We know these tech companies, they measure everything and they hold people accountable. But when it comes to D&I, you notice when people don't hit their numbers, nothing happens. So until we see some changes, because right now these tech companies look at diversity more like a PR crisis instead of a business imperative, and that's the problem.
So, what are the numbers? I mean, very clearly,
Mhm.
the tech workforce, which is the most rise. I mean, most of the jobs being created right now are tech jobs. Most of the tech jobs are not representing all of America. Why is that? Why are companies not taking this whole issue seriously?
I think that they believe that they're building a better world, but the problem is they don't know their customers good enough because AI does not equal intelligence. And I know that sounds like an oxymoron. Someone said it again. AI does not equal intelligence. If the goal, people use AI to get a better understanding of their customers so they can provide on-demand services. But they're algorithms, right? They take in a lot of data and then they kick out something. In order to know your customer better, wouldn't it be better if you actually had somebody representative of the customer you're trying to get to know? Because who knows the customer better? People who've lived in that community, people who share their culture, people who have the same identity, or an AI that has basically data kicked up to it across those different levels. So I think that's the problem. I don't think that they truly understand the world they're trying to build, how that's going to help all people rise.